Okay, so good evening once again. It's 7:05 basically, so we'll just get started. So can everyone see my screen before I get going?
I can see it.
Okay. Everyone else? Okay. So just get going. So this course will be a very interactive course. It is the Applied General Economics Seminar. So this is the content of today's presentation. It will just be introductory. We're not going to get straight to it. We're just going to give everyone a proper understanding of what we're going to be seeing over the next 12 weeks. So, okay, for introductions, my name is Chukuma Nwofo, and my co-instructor on this course is the lovely Loveline Phillips. So, we will be anchoring this course together and we will be guiding you guys through this journey of literature reviews. So, course introduction. The Applied General Economics course will introduce participants to the foundational economic literature or to foundational economic literature and give them a solid grounding in core economic concepts and theories. So basically, this course is just going to be us in a nutshell discussing papers and having a good idea of economic concepts and like how to relate them to things around us, the Nigerian economy, and just grasping better or understanding better everything that we'll be doing in other courses, the key concepts, the key words, the key theories that will be taught across other courses mathematically. We'll be looking at it here from a much simpler point of view and using papers to better understand them. So, am I clear so far? Hello? Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you. I don't know
Okay.
about others. I
I
think we
can
need
hear you,
everyone
but
to
it's
respond.
yeah, it's breaking. I don't know.
Oh, it's
Whether it's on
breaking.
my side. Yeah,
Is anyone else
and you
experiencing that?
and also please help us to put it in a slideshow, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is it better now? Is it better now?
It's the same,
Okay.
but you need to put it on presenter mode.
Yeah. Just did that. Okay. Has it changed now?
No, it hasn't.
It's in presenter mode. So
Is that your view or what are you seeing on your screen?
yeah, it's okay. It's sorry, 1 second. Let me start sharing again. Hmm. 1 second. Let me So okay, so it's much better now, right?
Yes, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, thank you. So, just to recap, this course will be focused on reviewing papers and having conversations based on our understanding of those papers. So, that is the whole concept or the whole point of this course in a nutshell. So, going forward, so the primary goals of this course, so foundational knowledge, like I've also said, by the end of this course, participants would have developed a comprehensive glossary of economic concepts. That is, you'll be able to understand the use of concepts like indifference curves, indifference maps, production functions from at least a literal point of view that is outside of the math way of looking at it, just understanding it outside of math. So also potential applications. So while going through these papers, you'll be expected to identify potential applications of this knowledge to the real world. So you could be reviewing a paper and you're looking at how can this be applied where I am? How can this be applied in my community? How can this be applied in a new research paper or in a new research direction? So yeah, sorry, let me let someone in. Okay, okay. So this course will enable you to participate in conversations that cover a wide range of areas, a wide range of topics as it relates to economics. So that is the whole point of this, to be able to understand what is being said in conversations that pertain to the Nigerian economy or the world economy as a whole. When it comes to concepts like production, supply, demand, use of functions or use of things like the indifference curve or indifference maps to gauge people's decisions. So yeah. So how do we get here? How do we get to this point where we can have these conversations and have this basic knowledge? So collaboration. So I strongly advise reaching out to both your co-students and also instructors via the platforms made available to ensure that everyone is carried along or to ensure that you have an idea of what is going on at every point in time. So there will be weekly presentations. Three students will put together PowerPoint presentations on papers for each week, starting from next Tuesday. So the paper for the first week, just to put it plainly, the paper for this week one will be explained or will be discussed by me on Tuesday, then by me on Thursday, sorry. Then by Tuesday next week, the presenters for week one will also put together presentations based on questions that will be shared. So this will continue throughout the 12-week period, and each presentation will last for 20 minutes. More details on that will be shared via the group chat. So also, personal devotion or personal reading of this concept is important if you're to ensure that you have a better understanding of it. That is why you'll be given the weekend and Monday to prepare your presentations or assignments based on when you're presenting or when you're turning in assignments. So you will have enough time to go through the papers for each week.
And
So,
sorry, if I may
so yeah,
add,
no
um,
problem.
you don't need to just focus on your week. We encourage participations weekly, even if that's not your week of presenting. We'd encourage you to ask your fellow presenters questions, based on what the weekly article is. So you
Yeah,
have to be
yeah,
engaged on all, articles for all the weeks, please.
yeah, definitely. Those who aren't presenting during a given week will still turn in assignments based on the paper for that week. So no one is going to be left out, regardless of if you're presenting or not. But definitely, yes, you can also ask the presenters questions and as well as do other like follow up on papers that will be discussed during those weeks. So going forward, so the structure I've already discussed this. It will run for 12 weeks. First 6 weeks, then the midterms, then the other 6 weeks, then the final assessment. So the syllabus will I will share the syllabus in a bit so you can just glance through it and see everything I'm saying in words. Then okay. Yeah, this is it. So the course will run for 12 weeks, during which a paper will be reviewed in earnest every week till its completion. The papers cut across various economic fields of endeavor, shedding light on fundamental issues. So I will also share the schedule for each week so that everyone will know when they are supposed to present and also have time to prepare ahead. So presentation tips. So one idea per slide or two, depending on the volume of what you're doing, but since you just be given 20 minutes, it's expected that you keep everything to the point and keep your presentation as concise as possible. So use only essential points and as much as possible use graphics to where you can use graphics or pictures to explain your point because we've it is saying that it's easier to understand that way. It's a lot easier to convey your ideas when you use pictures or images where you can. If you can't, then keep your explanations to a minimum and keep it straight to the point. Then make use of your headings properly and just focus on delivering your idea, delivering your key points or what you understand based on the paper for each week or based on the assignments that will be given. So at this point, before I share the schedule for the presentation and the syllabus, I would like to take some questions if there are any. I or Loveling can answer any of your questions.
Okay, good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, if I ask that you go over it again, it will look as if I'm dragging us back, but I had issues with my connection, so I didn't get some part of what you said. I don't know if you can. I ran from, I think, go back a little.
I would just start from scratch. It's no problem.
All right,
It's
thank
not
you.
that much. Yeah, no problem.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. So starting from the top again, this is the Applied General Economics Seminar course. It will just be me and you and Loveline discussing the papers that have been chosen for each week based on trying to identify our understanding of these papers and how these papers can be applied in the Nigerian economy, trying to discuss the findings, trying to discuss their methodology, how we understand it and what we think about it basically. So as discussed, I and Loveline will be anchoring the course. Then so just to repeat what I've said, the Applied General Economics course will introduce participants to foundational economic literature and give them a solid grounding in core economic concepts and theories. So the concepts that will be explained every week during presentations will be very clear so that by the end of this program, you will be able to, if you hear some of those phrases being used in news or in papers that you read or in normal books, you will be able to, okay, this is what it's talking about, this is how it is connected to this. So this course is basically going to be an expose into economic words, economic literature, economic thinking, just how researchers think, how they work, how they write, the structure of everything. So it's what we're going to be doing basically. Then primary goals of the course is just making it much clearer. Develop a comprehensive glossary of economic concepts, participate in conversations covering a wide range of research areas, which you're still going to choose from later on in the program to carry out your research. So also identify potential applications or papers that you think you could modify with your thinking and with the methodology you would have picked up and say, okay, this paper can be tweaked this way and applied in my community or applied in my country or any other way that you want to think about it. So I just emphasize this point so we know that this is how we get to where we want to be. Collaboration. When you have issues understanding the paper or you're having issues meeting up with presentations or putting it together, you can always reach out to people who will be available via the available platforms. You could reach out to the instructors or you could reach out to your colleagues, people who you have developed a rapport with to share. You could share thoughts with them, discuss about the paper beforehand. Everything will be made available so you can also look at it during your free time. So you have enough time to prepare for your assignments and your presentations when it comes to that. So I've emphasized this. The presentation structure will be very clear. It's be laid out so everyone will know when they're meant to present. 3 people per week, 20 minutes per person. So that is the point of this slide. Then the structure and timeline will be discussed when I display the syllabus for us now. Then 12 weeks, 6 weeks, then the midterms, then the other 6 weeks, then the final exams. So it's just going to flow, just discussions, reviews, assignments. It's going to be really interesting. Just going to be us talking and sharing ideas and understanding things better. So yeah, this is just a guide. I'd expect that most of us know how to put together concise presentations, but this is just a guide to ensure that you stay within limits and you maximize the time that we made available for you. So that's about it. I hope everything is clear now.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. You're welcome. So if there are no comments or questions, I don't know if Loveling you want to say a few things before I pull up the syllabus.
Um, sure. What I would have loved to hear from everybody on this call, I mean, the students, on what their background in relation to economics is like and what they hope to take out, what they hope to gain from this course. Uh, if it's not too much of, just a brief intro for us instructors to get to learn more about you. Anyone can start off. I
So
see.
anyone can start off. Yeah.
Or should I call names? Mr. Ame.
So where do you want us to start from? Name, introduction,
Yeah,
and all that. Okay. Uh,
exactly.
my, yeah, my name is Ame Emmanuel Abakpa. I work with Center for Health Economics and Development. On this course, I think I've done things around this course with my kind of work that I do, and I believe that I will have a better understanding on how to apply this in my workplace better than how I used to do it before. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
I see Pfizer.
Yes. Um, Good afternoon. Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, we can.
Okay. Good evening, colleagues. My name is Faiza Muntaga, and I have background in economics because I have both BSc, MSc in economics, and I'm currently working with Care International, which is an INGO. And at my current position, I am working, let me say, um, in the component of women economic empowerment partnership, which also has to do with a component of financial inclusion and also reviewing policies, advocating for policies that will promote the sectors in which I work in, that is women economic empowerment and financial inclusion. So I find this cause to be a vital avenue for me, one, to learn more things and then how to apply them in my workplace. Two is also to prepare my mind and also learn more things towards my next journey, which is the PhD journey. So I'm happy to be here and also to learn from other people. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Faisal.
Jason.
Thank you very much, Lovelyn. Good evening, everyone. My name is
Good
Jason
evening.
Babokwa here. Like Ami and Faiza, who have spoken before me, I also studied economics for my first degree. And I have an MSc in economics too, and about finalizing my PhD in economics. Uh, Unlike them, I didn't have the privilege of working in an economic setting. I've been in NGO all my career life. So this course, I think this certificate will be useful to me because it will bring more practical insights to economics to me. Even though I studied it, but I have not practiced it. That's why I'm excited about this opportunity. Thank you.
Where are you doing your PhD now?
Bingham University.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
And
Thank you very much, Jason.
Okay.
Chisom,
Chisom is just a
an observer.
yes, an observer.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much for the introductions. I think it's very important that I give a brief, what I say, intro into this course. Seminars are very useful tools to expose people to the practical applications of theories, and research methods, and different things that you just learn in class. You get to see them or see the applicability in real world problems, that are being addressed by researchers. So I believe that this course will expose you to a wide range of economic disciplines, and also give you, proper grounding on various methods and applications of theories, that would give you insights into making better decisions and how economists all over the world, or economists in the sense of the materials they were looking at, how they approach these problems and how they use the theories and methods that are on the economic spectrum, to solve these problems. I believe that you would benefit from this, you know, gaining more in terms of economic thinking. Aside economic thinking, you also develop critical thinking skills because you get to review papers and, apply your own knowledge and insights into how is this paper better or worse, or what is its applicability in my own context. And I also think it would be useful for you as public policy analysts. Um, there is no public policy without economics, and understanding the economic world is beneficial for policy analysts, because that is where you start from. That is your standpoint, or your vantage point, and it gives you better insight into other things, sociology, psychology, because as a policy analyst, you need to be interdisciplinary. So while advancing your economic skills, you get to develop critical thinking skills that help you in policy making processes, in analyzing policy situations, and in making better choices, generally. So I hope that you'll be able to gain a lot from this course. I honestly encourage your interactions, your reviews, your critical thinking skills, asking questions, why, how did they come about this? Your ability to question things is very important. And also seeing how methods are applied, to the papers that we're going to be reviewing is very important. I would also advise, aside these papers, when you read these things, apply them to what you're learning in your microeconomics or macroeconomics classes. Take your textbooks, deeply understand, how the economic theories are applicable in the context of the paper that you're reviewing, and also how that applies to different contexts that we come in contact with every day. Um, I'm hoping that this course you'll be better equipped to predict, you know, both macro and microeconomic consequences of various policy issues, proposals, and also, evaluate the effects of ongoing policies in the global world, in the world at large, and also in Nigeria currently. Um, so I'm hoping that this course will be an invaluable tool for you, and you'll be better able to understand consequences of choices made by individuals, businesses, firms, policymakers alike. As this would also help you better make better choices as well. I know I've been talking based on the theory and everything, but also, the application of real world data to statistical models is also important. And, comparing results against these theories that are being tested is one key, aspect that I would not want you to take your eyes away from. So, you know, as much as we're talking about economic theories, the methods are particularly important. So please, um, you know, let's take this seriously. We're all learning. Our how do I put it now? Our discussions, our conversations, our inputs, to the materials, the articles is very important, and it helps you learn better. So for those that haven't worked in this line and that have the degrees, this would help you, see things from a different perspective and help you understand things better. Um, I also hope that the next time we meet, we would have a fuller class than this. I I don't know. I'm hoping that we get to meet every other person that is, a part of this class. And I would encourage you students to, collaborate, as Chukuma said. That is really important, especially for those that will be presenting weekly. Talking with each other, trying to find platforms to meet, to discuss is key. And sharing this knowledge is also important for the community of researchers, young researchers, and also helps for collaboration. So, yeah, let's, well, welcome to the class. Hopefully, you find it enjoyable. And yeah, thank you for being a part of this.
Okay, thank you very much, Loveling. So that is basically the whole point of what we'll be doing. So I will promptly share the syllabus for everyone to take a look at. Okay, so I trust everyone can see my screen now. Okay, so these are the reference materials. These are the textbooks that will help your understanding of these concepts better. If you're going through a paper and you don't really understand what a particular theory or what a particular word is saying or what a particular concept is talking about, you can quickly go through this textbook. It's very straightforward, especially this first one. It's also been made available, so it will be like a reference point for you when you're having issues understanding a particular concept. Then going straight to the assessment, so the presentations will be 30%, the midterm examinations will also be 30% of your overall score, and the final exam will be 40. So for those, like I've also said, for those who won't be presenting, the during a given week, you'll be expected to submit assignments based on that same paper that the three people will be presenting on. So no one is left out during every single paper presentation. So then these are the papers that will be explored over the next 12 weeks. So starting from the next class on Thursday, I and Loveline will personally do an expose on this paper. So following that, the job of the students now will be to go back, read this paper, and submit an assignment that will also be shared by that Thursday. Then for those that are presenting, they'll be expected to put together a presentation based on this paper. So more explanations will be given before then or by then. So that's really all it is. The paper has also been made available for you. I've compiled them to ensure ease of access. The paper has also been made available. So if there are any questions concerning this too, we can hash that out now.
So, uh, thank you for the presentation. I need to be, clear about this. The presentation and the assignment is for every week, right?
Yes, every week.
Wow, that is loaded.
Not every,
For
you will not be presenting every week. You will only present once, but on the weeks that you are not presenting, you'll be turning in assignments.
okay.
Yeah, it will not be, you cannot be presenting and submitting an assignment in the same week. It will just be, to just be one thing.
Either of the two.
Yes, but you present only once over the next at least 12 weeks. Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, I will also share the schedule for the presentations so that everyone will know when they are presenting. I've already compiled it, 3 people per week, 20 minutes per presentation. Everything will be on the group chat or will be on a Google Drive. So everyone can have it, all the information they need. If there are any other questions, you can always ask via the WhatsApp platform and you will be promptly replied to. So for the first week, let me see if anybody here is presenting the first week. Let me share the. Okay. Okay, so for the first week, it will be these 3 people: Wasiu Jimo, Torilia Mko, and David Onajobi. So none of them joined today. So I'm going to have to share this on the group so that everyone knows. And also, this class is recorded, so they will have access to this meeting. So this will be shared too by tomorrow or on Thursday. This will also be made available on the group so everyone knows when they are presenting. Let me see. Okay. How many? You're for week 4. You're for week 4, sir. So there's still some time. So yeah, this is basically it. Everything will be well structured and the message will be sent across so everybody will be aware of what they are meant to be doing under this course. So I'm really looking forward to the next 12 weeks and everything we're going to be discussing and learning. The paper for this week in particular is really interesting and I can't wait till we get straight into it. So lovely. And if you have any other closing remarks, you can share it with us.
No, I don't. Um, except anybody has anything to say.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else? Okay. Since there isn't any other question, Mr. Suleiman, we just about finished. But the good news is that this session was recorded, so you can always go back and listen to what we've just discussed.
All right, thank you very much. Honestly, I am having a serious network issue around here. I joined earlier, but the network went off.
Yeah,
So
I noticed. I
yes,
noticed.
but I will download the recorded presentation and go through them.
Okay, no
Thank you
problem.
very much. All
Yeah,
right,
thank you.
thank you.
Okay. So I think that will be it for today. Looking forward to having more people in the meeting by the next class and also getting straight into it and discussing the first paper. Okay, so thank you. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you, Faiza. Thank you, Suleiman. Thank you, Lovely, for your time. Thank you for making our time. So we'll be in touch via the WhatsApp platform.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Have a good night.
Thanks, everyone. Good night.
Yeah,
Yeah. Good night, Chikuma.
good night.
And I don't know if you can add me to the WhatsApp group.
Yeah, I just realized you weren't on there. I'll get you some to do it. I'll get you some to do it straight away.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Thank you.
Well
Thank you for your
done for
time.
today.
Thank you for your help too. Yeah, I
Uh,
just I I did not know how to connect it at some point.
no, no, no. I think you did. You did good. So well done. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
All right.
Good night.
Good night.